Habakkuk 2:2 through 2:4. Then the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain on tablets, that he may run who reads it. For the vision is yet for the appointed time, but at the end it will speak, and it will not lie. Through it, though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Behold, the proud, his soul is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. We see the prophet Habakkuk receive an answer for a question he asked the Lord in Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 12 through chapter 2 verse 1. Habakkuk was to record the vision, to preserve it for a prosperity, so that all who reads it would know of the certainty of its fulfillment. Write the vision and make it plain on tablet. Refer to a common practice of writing public notice with such a large characters on the clay tablets that some ones running by could easily read them. So if that notice was a warning, it would cause the reader to run quickly to prepare for what is coming. The reason God wanted Habakkuk to write it down was so the future generation could draw from it. The vision is yet set for an appointed time. An appointed time indicates a specific future fulfillment of Habakkuk's prophecy of the fall of Babylon. Daniel chapter 5, verse 30 through 31. That very night, Belshazzar, king of the Chaldeans, was slain, and Darius the Mede received the kingdom, being about 62 years old. God does things in his time, not when we think it is our time. Notice in all of this, God does not scold him about the vision and even the question he asked God. Sometimes they do not come to pass at the time of the vision. They may happen weeks, months, or even years later. When the appointed time comes, they will not tarry. His soul was lifted up. This context makes a reference to the Chaldeans. The passage introduced the marks which distinguish all wicked from all righteous, regardless of ethnic origin. Two opposing characteristics here contrasted: the proud trust in himself, and the just live by his faith. The proud, haughty Chaldeans, who will be the victors in the forthcoming conflict. The righteous one of Judah will appear to be defeated in the forthcoming conflict, but in reality will be victors because of their faith in the Lord. The just live by faith is often quoted in the New Testament in support of the doctrine of justification by faith. Romans 1:17, Galatians 3:11, and Hebrew 10:38. The Old Testament prophecy anticipates the New Testament gospel, which shall ultimately conquer the nation and bring them to Christ. Bring them to Christ. In contrast to the proud, the righteous will truly preserve through his faithfulness to God. The emphasis in both Habakkuk and New Testament reference goes beyond the act of faith to include the continuity of faith. True believers declared righteous by God by preserved in faith as the pattern of his life. Hebrews 3:12 through 14. This statement was not just for Habakkuk, but for all God's people. Our faith in God should not be determined by things we see with our eyes. Hebrews 11:1. Now, faith is substance of things we hope for, evidence of things not seen. Our faith in God is what separates us from the world.